Good morning, students. Are you ready today for the class? Yes, okay. Please look at the two pictures. What do you see in picture? You see happy children in school. You see colorful walls. You see that the students are enjoying the class. And you, of course, see the smiling face of the teacher. Right? Now I will show you another picture. This is picture 2. What do you observe in this picture? Children are very sad and unhappy, disinterested and indifferent. The teacher is a very strict teacher. The classroom is a dull classroom. There are no colorful posters in the class. Now, which classroom do you like? The picture that you saw in picture 1 or in picture 2? Of course, yes. You liked picture 1, the classroom that you saw in picture 1. Now today we will read a poem called The Schoolboy, written by William Blake. Please listen to me carefully, and here goes the poem. The Schoolboy by William Blake. I love to rise in a summer morn when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds the horn, and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. Ah, then at times I drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour. Nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning's bower. Burn through with a dreary shower. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droop his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? Oh, father and mother, if buds are nipped and the blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day by sorrow and care's dismay, how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? How shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? So, students, this is the poem called The Schoolboy. It's about a schoolboy who is not happy to go to school. There is a feeling of depression, boredom in the school, whereas the child feels very happy amidst nature, amidst gardens, amidst flowers, trees, birds, etc. Here you see the child feels sad going to school in a summer morning. The children in the school spend a day of monotony. They experience no joy in their learning. Books are boring. Teacher is very strict. The teacher does not make the school a pleasant experience. The schoolboy sits drooping, anxious, unhappy, doesn't learn anything in the class. Do the children enjoy their day in school? No, they don't. You have read the poem, you have heard the poem. They definitely don't enjoy. They simply sigh, groan, and do not enjoy the class. What does the child do in stanza 3? Please look at the stanza 3. The child sits in a lifeless manner, drooping, and that's the word. He has no interest in books and anxiously waits for the end of the day. The children want the school to end when they can run away, run out of the school. Why? The school, dull and dreary place, and the teachers do not motivate the children. What words and phrases does the poet use in stanza 2 and 3 to show the feeling of dejection? Drives all joy away, cruel eye, sighing, dismay, drooping, anxious, dreary. These are the words. Stanza 4 explains the agony of the child. Please look at stanza 4. Here, the child is compared to a bird in the cage. So, what is the child compared to? Is compared to a bird who's sitting in the cage. Is the bird happy sitting in the cage? No. The bird wants to fly. The bird wants to have freedom. So the child, like the bird, has no freedom. The bird is destined to fly and sing. It wants to lead a happy and carefree life. This is true of all the children. The wings of the children are cut. They cannot enjoy freedom, and they are compared to a bird. Okay? What is the feeling of the schoolboy? In stanza 4, the child is cooped up in the school and feels lost, drooping like a bird who is in the cage. What words and phrases does the poet use to illustrate this idea? Which idea? The idea of a bird in the cage. The phrases are: sit in a cage, fears annoy, droop, forget his youthful spring. The poet addresses the parents, O father and mother. He compares the children to the plants which have been destroyed in the early childhood. This is a very sorry figure that we get from the poem. The poet draws a very, very depressing picture. Please look at the lines. Buds are destroyed. Blossoms are blown away. Plants are withered. Do you like this picture? Obviously no. You like plants to bloom. You like flowers to grow. And you like blossoms to bloom. Now, this picture of plants with no flowers and dried buds is a metaphor. The poet uses a metaphor here. Now, what is a metaphor? Let me tell you in a line what is a metaphor. A metaphor is a comparison between two different things without using the word like or as. So, children, it's a comparison. I will give you an example. All the world is a stage. It's a metaphor. When the world is compared to a stage, instead of hearing their smiles and laughter, we see the little faces darkened by sorrow, darkened by dismay. Now, just as the dry plants cannot give fruits, isn't it? A plant which dies cannot give flowers, cannot eat fruits. So also children cannot feel happy, cannot learn, cannot enjoy the textbooks in such a suffocating, stifling atmosphere. The poem ends with a question. It's the question: how shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? The poem ends with a question that fruits and flowers cannot blossom in such a. So this is the poem about the schoolboy Now, though it's about a schoolboy, it symbolizes all the school children, boys and girls, because their feelings are the same and they feel that they are very unhappy. Don't you think you want to make the school a better place to live in? That's what the poet hints at. So, can we end the lesson with a few activities? Children, I'm sure you are excited when we talk of activities. Activity 1. Find out the rhyming words from the poem. Make more such rhyming words. I'll give you 2 examples. The rhyming words in the poems are mourn, horn, outworn. You can add more words like corn, torn, etc. Then you have tree, me, company. You have hour, power, shower, and more words. You have to frame. Sing, ring, spring, ring, and you can continue. This will help you develop new words. Now, students, we completed activity 1. I hope you enjoyed. Now, let's move on to activity 2. Which of these? I'll give you options, okay? As a school student, would you like in the class? Here are the options. Activities. Do you like activities? Okay, yes. Language games, colorful class walls, group work, lectures, playground, strict teacher, discussions, homework, drawing and painting. Please tick the options which you like and please cross the options which you don't like to do in the class. So this is activity 2. Activity 3. Now this is a small question for you. What is the line, how can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? The meaning, the child feels imprisoned in the class, just like a bird in the cage, having no freedom, no happiness, and this makes him feel very, very sad. So this is a small questions which you have to answer in your notebooks. Activity 4 and the last activity. How does the poet make use of a metaphor? I have already explained to you the meaning of a metaphor. So, how does the poet make use of a metaphor? The poet compares children to budding plants which have been destroyed. And here we have where you have an example of a metaphor. I hope you've enjoyed the class. I don't know how you feel about your own school, but this is the school, the life of children that the poet William Blake has narrated to us. Let us try to make our school a better place, a place of enjoyment and fun, so that we would love to come to the school every day. Okay, thank you class for your patient listening.